Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blood in the land.
Welcome back to Matic. What is going on, guys? Welcome back, legends. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Thank you so much. It's gladly appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, go hit that subscribe button, become a legend. Let's get right into it today. So today's new news is something that I found a little shocking. I was like, wow, what? I never knew. So a lot of you guys know that Marvel and Sony have a partnership. You know what I'm saying? This is something that is still kind of new, but even before this partnership, they had a character that they were sharing. And the first character that we all kind of knew that they were not necessarily sharing, but borrowing was Spider-Man, the famous web slinger Peter Parker. But the other character was someone from the Spider-Man universe of 1,000+ characters. Woo! That's a lot of characters in the Spider-Man universe. I see why Marvel was trying to get the other roster of the cinematic universe from Sony, because they own a lot of Spider-Man characters. Heroes, villains, anti-heroes, regular people. Yes. Now, the other character that they owned was no other than Kingpin. What? So what is going on is Marvel has used Kingpin quite a bit. The very beginning of using Kingpin started with the early 2000 Daredevil movie starring Ben Affleck and Jennifer Gardner. Wasn't my favorite film. Did like the uses of Kingpin in it, of course. Very interesting to hear this. Then years later on down the line, we see Kingpin getting used again with a new actor. The other one, Duncan, had passed. Or was it Robert DeFerno? I'm just gonna say DeFerno. DeFerno was the other actor that picked up this iconic role, and he played Kingpin in Daredevil Season 1 and Daredevil Season 3. You know, so it's good to see that Sony and Marvel eventually come to some type of actual, I guess you could say, partnership between the two studios, even though Sony has their own Marvel Cinematic Universe and Marvel has their own cinematic universe. It's good to see that. And we also see him being used in the series Hawkeye. He will be reprising a role in the Echo series that's going to come out on Disney Plus. And then later on in 2024, the Kingpin actor will be returning for Daredevil Born Again. Now, here's the most interesting news about this is the rumor. This is a good one right here. The rumor is that Kingpin will be the main villain for the 4th Spider-Man installment starring Tom Holland and maybe even Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I'm like, yo! I can't wait to see how that turns out. I think the rumor is definitely true, because with the other two actors not returning for Spider-Man 4, but for something else Sony related, because remember, Marvel and Sony are two different studios. Yes, they share both Marvel stuff in their studios, but I heard that pretty much they'll be returning, but for something else a little bit different. So I think it's interesting. I never knew that Sony, let Marvel borrow Kingpin. It's been a while. Woo, early 2000s. Think about it. Early 2000s all the way up to now. So to me, I guess the partnership kind of opened doors, because now we see Kingpin a lot more in shows and maybe even movies. He may even be in the Spider-Woman movie that's supposed to be in the works at Sony, that's coming out, that's supposed to be a live comic adaptation. So it's, to me, I get it. These are the two characters that they chose to kind of pretty much use and share. You know what I'm saying? So they did share it, and even also is in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse too. How could I forget that? So it's interesting. I never knew that Kingpin was the first one of the other characters that they decided to let Marvel borrow for a time being until this partnership came along in 2016. You know what I'm saying? Definitely interesting to hear this news. I'm pretty sure Sony's okay with it. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they haven't had a complicated relationship with them using Kingpin. It was more so with Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying, to me, because they had their differences. You know what I'm saying? One studio wanted to do this with Spider-Man. The other studio wanted to do that with Spider-Man. But I really hope the partnership develops and keeps growing, because I like Kingpin being used a lot more. I can't wait to see what else they do with Kingpin, whether it's animated, whether it's live comic adaptation. I'm okay with it. But what are you guys surprised about? Are you surprised that Kingpin has been used since the early 2000s? Or are you surprised that the usage? Are you surprised on how often they're using them? And do you think this partnership with Marvel and Sony will continue on to literally let them use Kingpin as much as they use Spider-Man? You tell me in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. And thanks for subscribing, guys. Your boy Ill Blurmatic. It's a blur living in the world. Have a wonderful day, guys. And I'm out.
I want to thank the legends of the channel, the Ill Blurmatic, Maddie.